Did you know that Africa, the second largest continent on Earth, is slowly being torn apart? This isn't science fiction, this is plate tectonics in action. Today, we'll dive into the fascinating story of how and why Africa is breaking, reshaping itself for millions of years to come. It all starts deep beneath the Earth's surface. Africa sits on the massive African plate, which is being torn apart by geological forces. The East African Rift is one of the most visible signs of this process, stretching thousands of kilometers from the Red Sea down to Tanzania. But recently, scientists have discovered something surprising. The rifting doesn't stop there. In Botswana, the Okavango River flows into a vast delta, not the ocean. Why? Because the land here is sinking, forming an inland basin, a direct result of Africa's slow breakup. This breakup is driven by massive geological forces. Scientists like Dr. Folarin Kolawole, a structural geologist at Columbia University's Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory, are piecing together the story. His research reveals that the cracks, or faults, in Botswana's crust are part of a much larger rifting process. These cracks might eventually connect to the Atlantic Ocean to the west, or even extend south into South Africa. Kolawole discovered that these rifts often exploit old weaknesses in the Earth's crust, scars from past tectonic activity. In Botswana, faults form along ancient fractures, creating a pattern that could someday split this part of Africa away entirely. But what's causing all this? Beneath Africa lies a colossal mantle plume, a huge upwelling of hot rock from deep within the Earth. This plume pushes up on the continental plate, causing it to thin and crack, much like a cake splitting as it rises. In East Africa, this process is visible in volcanoes and magma-filled fractures. But in Botswana, the rifting appears to be dry. No magma is rising to the surface. Instead, the crust here is breaking due to the forces of the mantle plume and old structural weaknesses. What does the future hold? If these rifts continue to grow and widen, parts of Africa will eventually split off, forming new islands. Madagascar could fracture into smaller pieces, and countries like Somalia and Mozambique may drift away, leaving behind an ocean in their wake. It's a slow process, millions of years slow, but Africa's fate as a fractured continent is already written in the rocks. Beyond the science, researchers like Dr. Kolawole are also focused on the people. He's working to empower African scientists to study their own continent's unique geology, ensuring that the next generation leads the way in understanding these earth-shaping changes. Africa's story is one of transformation, a powerful reminder that our planet is constantly evolving. The breaking of Africa isn't just a geological phenomenon, it's a glimpse into the dynamic forces shaping our world. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible stories about our planet. See you next time!